Welcome! Today I will teach you how to identify mushrooms that are highly edible. But beware and search with caution, as there are many mushrooms that are poisonous. Come with me and I will identify 2 mushrooms that are highly edible and some of their toxic lookalikes. This is a delicious mushroom known as chicken of the woods. While most mushrooms are hard to find, chicken of the woods practically wants to be eaten. They are bright orange in color, making them very easy to find. Chicken of the woods are some of the easiest mushrooms to identify, given that there are a few lookalikes. They only grow directly on the wood of trees, both standing and on the stumps. Another thing to look out for is if they have pores. Chicken of the woods have pores, but their toxic lookalike jack-o'-lanterns have gills. Pores are these spots on the bottom of the chicken of the woods. Chicken of the woods are a great substitute for chicken in vegetarian meals, and they taste exactly like chicken. They have the meaty texture, too. Be careful your first time eating them, though, as some people have trouble digesting the high levels of sulfur that they contain, making you sick. These are the toxic lookalike to chicken of the woods, known as jack-o'-lanterns. Jack-o'-lanterns may look like chicken of the woods, but be careful, because they are poisonous to humans. If eaten, they will cause severe stomach upset, and that involves diarrhea, vomiting, stomach pains, and headaches. The main difference between chicken of the woods and jack-o'-lanterns is that jack-o'-lanterns only grow on the ground. They also have gills on them, meanwhile chicken of the woods has pores. The gills are these little slit thingies on the bottom of them. These are the second edible mushroom that I am going to be talking about today. These are puffballs. Puffballs are these round white balls, and they may look just like little puffballs, given the name, but they're actually a kind of mushroom that's very good to eat. The giant puffball, one of the mushrooms I'll be talking about today, can grow from 3.9 to 27.6 inches across in diameter. These puffballs are huge, and they mostly grow in open fields and meadows. There are 2 main giant puffballs found here in Michigan. The common giant puffball, which is a completely round mushroom that is pure white, can have some black spots on it. And then the skull-shaped puffball, which is more of a, you guessed it, skull shape. The skull-shaped puffball has more of a yellowish tinge to the outside. Always cut them open before eating, because if they have even a slight discoloration in them, that can mean that they're overripe. The common puffball is much smaller, at 3 to 6 centimeters across. These puffballs can be found most commonly in deer trails and such, or just in the woods. These puffballs are the more dangerous to hunt for, because their common lookalike, the amanita, will kill you. These mushrooms, what you should do to find out if they're actually an amanita is you should cut them open. They should be a pure white on the inside. But if they have gills forming on the inside, that's an amanita, and throw it away. Both the species of puffballs, the giant and the common, are an excellent meaty additive to any meal, given that they absorb the flavor of the food that they're cooked in. These are the toxic mushroom known as the amanitas. Both the button stage and the adult stage I'll be going over today. The adult stage are the easily identifiable stage of the 2, because the adult stage has a red cap on the top with white spots on it, kind of like the Mario mushroom. The button stage, on the other hand, is the harder of the 2 to identify. The button stage looks just like a common puffball, giving that small and round white. The way to identify them is by cutting them in half. Amanitas will have gills forming on the inside, meaning that you'll see them, like here. The effects of eating an amanita are vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and death within 48 hours in severe cases. these are some great mushrooms to identify and look out for, whether for good or for bad. They all grow through early summer through fall. Show this to your friends if this amazed you, and maybe it'll amaze them too. Goodbye!